Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Real Madrid naming price for Martin Odegaard as Arsenal step up transfer pursuits, and then we're going to look at Arsenal contacting Lyon over Houssem Aouar alternative as Mikel Arteta eyes new playmaker. So the first transfer headline states that Real Madrid name price for Martin Odegaard as Arsenal step up transfer pursuits. So the reports are stating that Mikel Arteta could return for the former Gunners' lone star this summer. Martin Odegaard is the latest creative midfielder touted with the move to the Emirates as also continued to prowl the transfer market for a playmaker. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta is on the lookout for a midfielder that can offer both goals and assists. From January onwards, Arsenal's entire central midfield scored just 2 Premier League goals, one coming from Mohamed El-Neni, while the other from Martin Odegaard himself. The Norway skipper spent the second half of last term on loan with Arsenal from parent club Real Madrid. The 22-year-old quickly endeared himself to the Emirates faithful, with his sole Premier League goal coming against fierce rivals Tottenham Hotspur in a North London derby victory. Another stunning strike came in the Europa League as Martin Odegaard was just starting to build momentum in an Arsenal shirt before injury struck. The midfielder was subject to intense speculation over potentially making his North London residence permanent towards the end of the season, but it came to nothing and Martin Odegaard returned to Los Blancos for pre-season duties. Martin Odegaard joined Real Madrid 7 years ago, but has featured just 11 times in La Liga and feels his development could stall further if he doesn't up stick sooner rather than later. Also have since been linked with other targets in Leicester City's James Maddison and Lyon's Houssem Aouar, but after the Gunners' advances for James Maddison seem to have been rebuffed, they have reportedly turned their attentions back to Martin Odegaard. Mikel Arteta is thought to rate the Norwegian highly and value his leadership qualities impressive for someone still so young. However, the Gunners have reportedly since been updated on the kind of fee Real Madrid would be after in exchange for the young playmaker. ESPN sources report that though Real Madrid see Martin Odegaard as having an important future at the club, they will be willing to let him leave to the tune of 50 million euros. Some talk centered around Martin Odegaard returning for a second loan stint, but given Real Madrid's perilous financial situation, they would rather receive a hefty fee to let him leave for good. Martin Odegaard has struggled to make an impact in any of the 3 pre-season games he has featured in since returning from North London. It is thought that many within Real Madrid hierarchy view Martin Odegaard as a player to take the reins when Luka Modric eventually retires. As that window's close draws closer, do not be surprised if Arsenal begin to up their pursuits of Martin Odegaard and muster up enough funds to bring him to the Emirates for good. So it looks like Real Madrid name price for Martin Odegaard has also stepped up transfer pursuits, and Martin Odegaard could be a player that could return for the Gunners on a permanent transfer, as it looks like Mikel Arteta is very keen to bring him back on a permanent deal and really views him as a real good player and someone that has the leadership qualities to be a very good star for Arsenal. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal contact Lyon over Houssem Aouar alternative as Mikel Arteta eyes new playmaker. So the reports are stating that Arsenal have added a new name to the list of midfield targets this summer. Arsenal's search for a new midfield presence goes on, and the teammate of existing target Houssem Aouar is reportedly the latest to be added to the hit list. Bruno Guimaraes is well known to Gunners transfer chief Edu, and multiple factors point towards the deal in waiting. Boss Mikel Arteta has been in the market for extra midfielders this summer with a number of high-profile stars leaving the club. The Gunners were reportedly pushing hard to sign Manuel Locatelli from Sassuolo, although the deal appears to have fallen flat amid interest from Juventus. Despite being more of an attacking option, Houssem Aouar was also linked with the Emirates among a host of other targets, with a £25 million price tag thought to be attracting a number of English shooters. However, that deal appears no closer to be made, and Arsenal now put their feelers out regarding his Lyon teammate Bruno Guimaraes, according to Goal. The Gunners registered an interest in the Brazilian back in 2020, although instead he chose to sign with Lyon. Arsenal's Brazilian transfer chief Edu is certainly familiar with his compatriot who is currently in Tokyo as part of his national side's Olympic setup. Still just 23 years old, Lyon is Guimaraes' first venture into European football after beginning his career in his homeland. That may make him a more attainable target for Mikel Arteta and Adu, given he would not come in with the reputation of a player like Odegaard, who has been on the European radar for years. Given the 8th place finish last season, the Gunners must choose their targets wisely, given they will not have European football on offer for the first time in 25 years. Thankfully for the North London side, Lyon are under pressure to sell because they also failed to qualify for next season's Champions League. This has led them to miss out on a significant chunk of revenue, alongside the collapsed French TV deal which wreaked havoc on Ligue 1 clubs' finances last season. Despite being highly rated, Arsenal could reportedly get their hands on Guimaraes for around £30 million. The Brazilian is a talented two-way midfielder, with the kind of all-round attributes necessary to thrive in the two-man midfield deployed by Mikel Arteta for much of last season. Based on events so far this summer, Guimaraes will be added to a long list of potential targets to bolster the Arsenal midfield. This time, the club will hope to make some concrete progress, rather than let another one fall by the wayside. So it looks like Arsenal contact Lyon over Odegaard alternative, as Mikel Arteta eyes a new playmaker, and that new playmaker is in the form of Bruno Guimaraes. And Bruno Guimaraes is someone that is very, very good when it comes to his attacking prowess and defensive prowess in that midfield area. You could say there are similarities to him and Thomas Partey, but he's someone that is very good attacking wise as well. I think he's a player that Mikel Arteta would prefer to a large extent, given the fact that he can do a lot of things on the ball. I think he has a very good opportunity to really impress in the Premier League. He does have a preference to join the Premier League, and it could be in a Gunners shirt. And he is someone that could really partner Thomas Partey, even play more of an attacking role, or even allow Mikel Arteta to adapt his formation to really have a more attacking side and really be a dominant force. So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. Make sure you check out the FA Cup poster using the special link I've put below in the description, and smash that like button to see if you can reach 30 likes. Also subscribe for more daily videos and share the video with your Arsenal friends and family. Click one of the latest videos on the screen and I'll see you there.